CM1, that's a long name. That is the actual name. It is a cluster bomb system, and to test it, we will be using this large warship. The nano, critically equal the explosive armaments. Free going. And that will be our system. Now it has 3 engines and 4 wings, along with utilizing 12 dynamite. That might have been a little bit overkill, but that was not truly a cluster explosion. We will try again. That was one foot. That was an impact. That was close enough. As you can see, this is pretty bit of you can see there's bomblets. It's quite random. One of them either be outward. Let's see with this clutch. Yeah, 2 of them are outward. Because how many bomblets they release in this clutch. If my math should be right, it should be 158 bomblets. And that was a full save. No major problem is that we let the clusters fly and then not break them. It might not be completely. It might not completely detonate. Now that was one completely overshot. Now can do an impact will actually prevent that problem. We'll set it to 300. Now setting it to 300 will allow me to no, apparently some suffer enough force from the impact to explode. But not all of them. That's a nice thing. Now if I had the rocket boosters, mini rockets. Cluster rockets. Yeah, those all exploded. While the spread is not very uniform, that is useful for taking out groups of targets. I will test that now with my Panther 2. Which is very poorly done. So actually no. We'll do the Panther 30T. We'll do 30T and 35T and the 38s. I might have to do 250 or something, I don't know. Now that, yeah, it does do that, what it needs to do. It just might decimate the targets before the bomblets can reach them. That time though, the bomblets and the missile decimate the targets. Sometimes, for some reason, the bomblets have a delay. Now the main warhead has 4 HE, or 4 dynamite. The bomblets are 1 dynamite. However, that's quite good. Now if I do this, it might actually... Now if I do this, it might... Now we test it out. Now that it is a rocket, however. Yeah. So, if we do that, comes out with... Yeah, it lands for the most part in a relatively good area. But it makes it go up. And we don't need it to go up. And besides, that even brings less spread. Alright, let's test it against a very large bullshit. Alright, no. Let's test it against one of my newer warships. We'll test it against the Cinder threat. This will actually test the effectiveness and offenses. Alright. Now the ADOS system is supposed to also have an a manual function. And it turns out, little goblins are impervious to enemy fire. And it decimated the warship with 2 shots. That's decent. No, I might just do some AC-11. See how it goes against singular targets that are quite small. Even though the 1-1 is not very small. And has a grenade intervention. It seems to be recent. Well, let's try again. Yeah, it does well against most targets because you can release the bomblets, which can be activated by enemies on accident. They have auto-locking weapons. And, well, or if they have swords on their bottoms, on the bottom half of their vehicles to activate mines before they reach the turret. And if the bomblets miss, the main warhead will work. I've got the... I've designed for the bomb of the missile different than the Oka. One of the first bombs, the best bangers. Well, I believe the only manned missiles no, let's actually test this thing. Very sized target. Yeah, it does well if flying long enough. That's a good thing. We're gonna have to. I think it's very limited. Now, basically, this missile is designed to go moderately quickly and have its controlling parts in the rear. It also is designed to take out a large group of vehicles. If not, it can be used to take out large warships. However, it's pretty much good against everything but aircraft. That's that. Yeah, no, it's not good against aircraft. However, that is the end of my showcase. I will upload this if enough people want me to. But overall, it's a decent weapon. And if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more of my content. And I'll see you later. Peace.